Okay, so let's address the energy that's going on. It is bringing up things to the surface for things that you haven't addressed, or tests are being put in front of you to see if you're going to go back to old patterns. So you may have a lot of messages coming in from people from your past. And a lot of it is to see, are you done with this cycle, or are you going to step back into this cycle? And it's one of those things where you need to make the decision if you have the boundaries in place. Like, have you really turned the corner? Or are you going to go back into those old ways? What are you doing? What do you want for yourself? This is the universe asking you these questions. It's time for you to make the decision for yourself. Yes, I'm the girl who all of the time has plenty of my exes step into my circle. I've remained friends with a lot of them. But then there's the ones who come up from years before and they're like, hey, really? We're not doing this. Just because you have decided that you want to come forward, I don't play those games. I'm not doing those games. We can be friends, we can talk, but I still have stuck here. Actually, not there, here. What happened, what the pattern was, what we went through. I'm not going back there. There's this thing we reach back, not the past. There's a lesson that you can review. And remember who you are now. You don't have to go back there. That's just what you do. You reach back for the lesson. You don't look back to the past. You grab the lesson and bring it forward and go, oh yeah, I remember this pattern. And you file it back. Because you're not who you were. But the people will come forward because they're drawn to you. But you have to remember who you are. And do you have those boundaries still? Or do you want to stay in the merry-go-round? If you want to stay in the merry-go-round, that's completely different. And that's on you. And you have to remember that we love and accept everybody for who you are and where you are. Just like you love and accept yourself for who you are and where you are. If you don't want to move or budge or move on, it's fine, that's you. You'll decide your time and place when you want to move on. But you have to remember that this stuff comes up because it's the universe talking to you, giving you the option that the door's open. We can move forward into something new, or we can stay on this merry-go-round and say, we haven't learned this lesson yet. So, sit with yourself. Decide where you're going and what you're doing. But remember, just because somebody pops up and in doesn't mean that you have to give it the attention that they're expecting you to, because you're not who you were. And they don't have to be involved in your plan. They just don't. Remember who you are. Come to your heart. Come to your center. Sit with it. And then reply. And there's no shame in my fucking game with the answers I give. Like, what are you looking for? What do you want? Hi. Great. How's your wife? How's your girlfriend? How's your marriage? Call them to the table. Be who you are. Be who you want in life. This is your life. That's right, guys. I love you.